Massachusetts is expecting a record 73% turnout today, and all eyes are on the Senate race between Scott Brown and Elizabeth Warren. It's one of the hardest fought and most expensive races in the country, and the outcome could determine which party controls the Senate.
There's a lot of differences, but there are a lot of reasons to vote for both as a Massachusetts resident. So things are tricky, but I'm going to go for Romney and Scott Brown.
I think Brown ran an awesome campaign. I think he's a good guy, but what's going on with our country, we just need to make sure that there's checks and balances. Elizabeth's my girl. I'm a Democrat.
I'm going to Washington to fight to keep Medicare, to keep...
Last night, both candidates brought their feisty campaigns to a close with a final pitch to voters.
When I'm down there as that person in the middle trying to solve problems as the second most bipartisan senator, putting people over party.
I cannot believe I have to say this in 2012. I'm going to go to Washington to fight for equal pay for women.
Scott Brown, as the incumbent, began the race as the favorite, but Ms. Warren got a tremendous boost coming out of the Democratic convention, where she was the warm-up act for Bill Clinton, and now the polls show this race is deadlocked.
How's the canvass numbers looking in the North?
Good. How are you?
For Ms. Warren, the key to victory could be in a highly organized ground game.
Are you ready to get out there and work your behind off?
The Warren campaign, in close coordination with the state Democratic Party, has organized tens of thousands of volunteers and union workers to knock on doors, work the phones, and, if necessary, drag voters to the polls.
The message that we're trying to portray this month in October is that she is going to be working with President Obama.
It's going to come down to every vote, so...
Yeah, it certainly is. It's important to me, so I'll be out there voting.
Do you need to ride to the polls or anything along those lines?
I'm all set.
Okay, cool.
Republicans in this deep blue state admit that in the ground game, they're outmatched.
The Democrats, have a built-in advantage with elected officials across the state and pre-existing offices, and they're also really good at what they do. So the challenge is on our side to catch up.
Scott Brown has become his own best canvasser.
The election's tomorrow. Do not stop. When you go home, get on your email list, your Facebook, Twitter, phone calls. Get.
Throughout this campaign, Mr. Brown has dropped the Republican label and rebranded himself as an independent. And he has cast Ms. Warren as a partisan ideologue and a big tax and spender.
And to have me and others like me in the middle trying to bridge that divide and bring our country together is what this is all about.
And his answer to Washington gridlock? Simple.
How about sitting down, having a beer and a pizza and solving our problems? How about working it through like we do as Americans first?
But in recent weeks, his nice guy image may have frayed. In their televised debates, Senator Brown went after Ms. Warren aggressively on what he said was a character issue. But he was so obsessed with it that some people think it might have backfired on him.
Professor Warren claimed that she was a Native American, a person of color, and as you can see, she's not.
Ms. Warren has pretty much stuck to the issues while trying to soften her own image.
Scott Brown had exactly one chance to vote for equal pay for equal work. He had one chance to vote for insurance coverage for birth control. He had one chance to vote for a pro-choice woman to the United States Supreme Court. He voted no, he voted no, he voted no.
Both campaigns are now intensely focused on getting their supporters to the polls, which close at 8 o'clock tonight. And both campaigns are on pins and needles as they wait for the results. This is Kit Seeley for the New York Times in Boston.